About a year ago, we had an important exam coming on, and due to the fact that we are the top students in the top class, we were asked to be given a lecture with the principal. Every one of us, we were in the meeting room. Our parents were called to be lectured as well. There were conference table, and in front of us is like the monitor and a big screen. Then the principal started to put on the grades of our trial exam in front of all of us and pick the little imperfections like the sole B or C and literally like interrogated us and our parents. And in the end, every one of us were asked our dream job, our ambition in life, which I wasn't expecting that. We heard quite a variety of professions like nutritionist, like pilot, like doctor, biological engineer, and we too have jobs like animator, designer, programmer. We also have podcaster. And keep in mind, most of us thought for a while to come up with the answer, and some even didn't have the answer. And it's when my turn, when they asked my ambition. I say I wanna be an influencer and a philanthropist. Oh, and also a traveler. You could expect the reaction a bit like, actually, no one was taking that question seriously. Me too. I wasn't so sure whether I'm going to be what I want to be. I just told them whatever cool job come to my mind. And deep down, I know I had some sort of ambitions that I must achieve. And in the next day, my friend and I were having a conversation and mentioned yesterday's meetings. She said that her father was actually criticizing to their answer of the dream job question. Like the pilot one, he said, "Why are you still here in the science stream class if you want to be a pilot?" Then I asked her, "What does your father say about me?" She said, "Pretty ambitious, but it will be very, very, very hard." And then she proceeds to tell me her father's story. So, long story short, her father used to be a purposeless young man, no objectives, playing motorcycles around. Then he happened to be meeting somebody and then he changed, he studied hard, and he became a successful banker until today. She then said he only complimented two people, and one of those is me. I'm not saying this to brag, but throughout the whole story, I would say that for a young teenager, for you to be watching this, being ambitious is a super rare trait in the modern world. I guarantee you have been asked the same question when you're in school. If you didn't take the question serious enough, you maybe haven't found your place in this world. Remember when you're still a child in the primary school, you will probably answer firefighter, doctor, actor, athlete. You may say multiple answers at the same time too, and your classmate will applaud for you. You see, we can almost become this or that in childhood. Those times are simple, and obviously we can do it now for sure. But that doesn't mean we can live with no ambitions. I think it doesn't need to be a huge, significant contribute to the humanity. It doesn't even need to be useful to the society. It's for you, for your own sake. Isn't it tired to be living directionlessly? Isn't it a hollow way to live with no clue about what you're gonna do? Don't live 43 years of your life the same and call it life. And of course, having ambitions is not enough. Dreams without goals are just dreams. If you are not satisfied with your shitty life, then you must make a change. And while you do that, first of all, people will start calling you cringe. People won't be kind to you, and you don't expect them to be kind. Some of them will try to convince you it's too hard. You should give up. Don't fall for that rationalization for not being ambitious. Achieving your ambitions is hard. Of course, it's hard, but a normal life is hard anyway. What does a normal life looks like? You have to wake up early. You have no time for breakfast, so you have to eat fast food. You go into a traffic jam with people like you. You went to work, your boss is a dickhead, you need to overwork, and you only live for the weekends. And you still have to worry about being broke. When my friend's dad, he said my ambitions will be very, very hard. I'm not exaggerating, he really did say very, very hard. Honestly, I don't care if it's hard or not. Having to choose any paths are all hard. Pain, suffering is the universal constant, and you in fact knew it. You know it. You know you can avoid it. You can avoid to not have hardships. In other words, challenge. If you think you won't get hate for being ambitious, you're being super wrong. Nobody will hate on you for doing worse than them, keep in mind. Because when you're up on your way, people will root for you because you remind them of their dreams. And when you're on the top, people will try to pull you down because you remind them they gave up on them. This is the literal fact, the undeniable fact. People want to see you do worse than them. So, come on, if you have no ambition in life and you don't know whether you're gonna have some goals to work on, if you have zero clue about what's going on, do something about it. Most essentially, get out from your bed, go out, meet new people, have new experiences. Don't just sit there, do something. Most people tend to think people do things because they are ambitious. No, people do things so they are ambitious. Go and do something. I'm sure you have a hidden childhood dream you're afraid to show. Perhaps you were discouraged of your dreams. All of that isn't true. You are better than you think you are. Maybe picking up where you left, or like I said, gaining new experiences. You will find out. You will find out. And peace, brother. Next video is gonna be more amazing.